pre-World War II USSR. A university student, Leonid Rosen, is having a trouble solving a problem in physics. There's no one to turn to for help. He is the first in his family to study in college. When the situation got really desperate, he decides to take extreme measures. These were asking his grandfather to plead for his great uncle's help. Leonid's great uncle was not a physicist, nor was he a scientist of any sort. He was Yosef Rosen, a famous rabbi who was also known as the Rogachover Gaon. Gaon in Hebrew means a genius, and a genius he was. His books are studied throughout the Jewish world today. Why were these measures extreme? Yosef Rosen dedicated himself to Torah study and did not like when people bothered him with anything else. But family persuaded him to listen to his great-nephew. The young man explained to the rabbi the basics of the physics needed to solve this problem. He showed him the material that they were currently studying, and the rabbi, on the fly, presents an idea that is the crux of the solution. Leonid is impressed but not surprised. He develops it, writes it down in proper scientific terms, and proudly submits it in school on the next day. The following day, the professor of physics calls him over. Who solved this for you? What do you mean? I did it on my own. Stop it. Who helped? Leonid had to tell the truth. The teacher was also Jewish, and this was still a generation that knew their rabbis. He heard about Rogachover Gaon. This solution is not the one I taught. I reviewed all textbooks. It's not found anywhere. But it is much better than the one we know. This is why I realized that you did not solve the problem yourself, said the professor. But now I also understand why anti-Semites hate us Jews so much. They have a good reason for it. Imagine if your great uncle had taken up science instead of this old Torah. He could have been greater than Einstein. Instead, he's wasting his brains on this old religion. Such a waste of talent. There's a good reason why they hate us Jews. This conversation bothered Leonid, and he told his great uncle about it. The rabbi answered with a story. Once, a boy got new shoes. Those years, new shoes were an unbelievable gift, but the shoes themselves were not even the main reason for the boy's excitement. The shoes came in a beautiful box. The boy did not even want to put the shoes on and brought them to school to show to everyone in this packaging. The whole class loved it. Wow, such a beautiful box. Where did you get it? After school, everyone runs to that store asking for these beautiful boxes. The owner was a nice guy and gave an empty box to the first kid, to the second one. But when the whole class piled in, he said, boxes are not given by themselves. They only come together with shoes. And shoes you have to buy. Go and tell this to your professor, says Yosef Rosen. What he saw in my brains is just beautiful packaging, and it comes only together with shoes. And shoes you have to buy.